Hello everyone and welcome back to the channel. So finding a right kind of speaker for your desktop can be a tough choice, and over the last couple of years I have tried a 5.1, a 2.1 and some other multimedia speakers with my desktop, and honestly none of the speakers could satisfy me for some or the other reason. And finally 4 to 5 months back I thought of giving a try to Amazon Alexa and paired it with my desktop, and over the last 5 months, which is really a huge amount of time, I have just the speaker based on certain parameters, which is like movies, music, gaming and some other conversational talks which I do with this every now and then. So today's video is about 5 reasons to choose Amazon Alexa as a speaker for your desktop. So my first reason for going for this one is mainly aesthetic. So I'm kind of a person who likes to keep my desk very neat, clean, very tidy. I hate clutter. I want the things to be minimal, and also I want to have some amount of empty space on my desk. So that was my main reason for not going for any 2.1 or a 5.1 speaker system. Also, most of the 2.1 and 5.1 come in black color, and black is a kind of color that looks very dirty even if small amount of dust is there, because the finish is plastic, so you have to clean it every day. But in this particular case the finish is fabric, so I never had to clean the speaker every now and then, and still it looks very clean. The next reason is the mounting option. So Alexa come with lot of mounting options. So if you turn around Alexa, you can see that at bottom you have this kind of threads, so you can use any these kind of double-sided screws to attach this to Alexa. If you're not aware of these kind of screws, I'll link the complete packet in the description below. So you can use these kind of screws, or if you have any old fish plate of any old tripod lying around, so you can attach that fish plate to Alexa and you can mount Alexa on a tripod. You can, using the same technique, you can mount Alexa on any sort of microphone arm or a boom arm, and you can adjust it in a variety of ways. And also you can use the same technique to mount Alexa maybe on the ceiling and also on the wall. The next thing is cable management. So first of all, to run Alexa you just need a aux cable with 3.5mm jack at both ends, and you just need one power cable. And also never those power cable and 3.5mm cable will be visible, because they will always be coming from back. So if you look at your desk from the front, it's always going to look very clean. So but if you are adding any sort of 5.1 or a 2.1 speaker system, they are occupying space on the table, and also you have to do a lot of cable management, maybe drilling some holes to hide all those cables. So in my opinion, cable management is like one of my other reason for choosing Alexa rather than going for any other speaker. If I talk about music, so let's say I'm using Spotify on my smartphone, I can use Spotify on my desktop, and I can also use Spotify directly from Alexa. So you can say one particular app can be controlled from 3 different places. So just in case I'm doing some work on my desktop, I don't have to open a separate tab, open Spotify on that, and then run the music in that particular browser, and then the music will be playing to Alexa. You don't have to do that. You can just come here, open your desktop and begin doing whatever work you are doing, and you can completely like talk to Alexa and ask her to play your playlist. So Alexa, play my liked playlist on Spotify.
Your liked songs from Spotify.
The next important parameter is gaming. So first of all, I'm not a professional gamer, and usually also I don't play a lot of games. But if you are playing a lot of casual games that do not require a directional sound, then definitely the speaker is good enough. It has a loud sound that is very clear. But in scenarios where you want a kind of sound that is extremely loud and you want a lot of bass and thump that shakes your table and your chair, then definitely you can add any sort of 2.1 or a 5.1 that has a dedicated subwoofer. But in scenarios, if you are someone who is a professional gamer, you are playing games like PUBG and BGMI that needs a lot of directional sound, so in that case any sort of 2.1, 5.1 or a smart speaker is not going to work. In that case, I think you would be relying on a dedicated good quality gaming headset. So it depends on what kind of games you are playing, and accordingly you can choose to add the speaker. Now the last parameter to consider is movies. Now with a 27-inch monitor and a smart speaker, and if you are sitting at a distance of around 9 feet from this particular desktop, so the overall experience I would say is not immersive. I have tried watching a couple of movies on this particular system, but I would say I'm watching movies just because I had to watch movies, but this is definitely not my preferred choice. But in case where you have a distance of around 5 feet or 6 feet to a max, then this speaker is going to give you a good quality sound. You won't be having any sort of complaints, and 27-inch monitor would be enough to watch movies from that particular distance. Okay, now comes the important part, which Amazon Alexa you are going to buy or which smart speaker you are going to buy. So first of all, what I'm using here is Amazon Alexa's 4th generation speaker that supports Dolby Audio. It has a 3.5mm input and output, you can say both line in and line out, and it comes with one woofer and 2 tweeters. So this speaker costs around 9,990, and it's Amazon Amazon Alexa's 4th generation. Amazon recently launched also a 5th generation speaker, but it doesn't have all that 3.5 millimeter output. It doesn't support Dolby audio, although the 5th generation is the latest one. But definitely I would recommend going for the 4th generation if you want to add it to your desktop. Also, I believe that any sort of Siri or Google Assistant doesn't come with a 3.5 millimeter jack. I have not done a lot of research on that, but definitely if you want to add any smart speaker, just make sure it has both line in and line output. Also, I want to mention that the functionality of line in and line out can be selected via Amazon Alexa's app. So you have to dive deep into the settings, and from there you can change whether you want to act it as a line in speaker or a line out speaker. Also, I want to mention that this particular speaker costs around 9,990, which is pretty expensive, but in the deals and discount is going to cost you somewhere around 4 to 5,000 rupees. And I also want to mention that not to go for Amazon Alexa's small sort of speakers or dot speakers, because they are like good for nothing. And this is the only speaker that has a good quality sound, and it has a good quality microphone too. And with the launch of Amazon Alexa's 5th generation, I think this particular model is going to be obsolete very soon. So just in case you want to add this to your desktop, it's the right time to think about it. And that's it for the video. Thank you so much for watching. Make sure to have some of your opinion in the comment section below. If you have any suggestions, do let me know in the comment section. Thank you so much for watching, and see you in the next one. Take care.